In this video, I want to discuss the bone known as the humerus. And the humerus is the only bone of the arm. And we'll go into the forearm later. Now, just to give you guys some reference here we have the proximal end. Here in blue, we have the distal end, so distal, proximal. This surface here is medial and this surface is lateral, so I'm going to leave that information up for us so that we can keep ourselves organized here. So distal. Now, we're going to begin on the proximal end and work our way to the distal end, and I want to begin by showing you guys the structure known as the head. The head is this rounded cap here, the head. And the head has a structure that comes up underneath it, guys, that divides it, and that's your anatomical neck. The anatomical neck. Now, if we go more laterally, you're going to find a large bump here called the greater tubercle. And then this one here, more medial, is the lesser tubercle. Greater tubercle and lesser tubercle. And between these two is the intertubercular groove. And we can use and kind of put it in blue right here to get the intertubercular groove. So the greater tubercle is more lateral, lesser tubercle is more medial, and the intertubercular groove lies between them. And if you follow the intertubercular groove downwards, you're going to find a bump that takes on a rough texture called the deltoid tuberosity. Deltoid tuberosity. Deltoid tuberosity is found there coming off of this guy. Now, there's a few things that we really can see very well in here when we go distal to the distal end. And one of those that shows up very well is this guy here, the medial epicondyle. Now, it's upon the condyle, right? And I'm going to use blue to show the first condyle working in the middle here. This one is the trochlea. The one in purple I'm going to draw here on it is the capitulum. And the capitulum is more lateral, the trochlea is more medial. And once we go up over here, this bump would be the lateral epicondyle. Now, sitting above the trochlea, I'm going to use green to depict this pit, this fossa. This is the coronoid fossa. It's where the coronoid process of the ulna will sit. And then in orange, I want to draw a dot just above the capitulum. That is the radial fossa. And that really concludes all we can see from this view of the humerus. The only thing we have left really on the posterior aspect is the olecranon fossa on the posterior. So we can see our two condyles, the trochlea and the capitulum, the various fossa and the structures we've seen on there so far. But this concludes my video on the anterior humerus. Thank you.